I should drive to, if it's 4, I should drive to and get a pomelo. Ooh, I should get a pomelo. Ooh, ooh, no, it's not funny. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy ATM back again with another video. And in today's video, college is a scam. And I kind of want to dive into a little different aspects of it from someone who has a college degree that is useless to him, right? So I thankfully graduated from the University of Shippensburg. Shout out to the Raiders. And graduated in 2019. I had a phenomenal time, right? I enjoyed my times, the good, the bad, the ups, the downs, right? It was farmland, cows, manure every morning, but man, there's days I wish I can go back to it. But yeah, I got a psychology degree. I enjoyed my professors. I enjoyed the people I was with, but I did not do my due diligence when it comes to being smart and picking a STEM field. Ironically, I'm in school at WGU at this current moment of this video, getting into cybersecurity, getting into IT, and doing it because I want to learn IT and also the money. Not even gonna lie. But the reason I say college is a scam is you from high school, most people don't have an idea what they want to do. They just pick something because, it's like the fear of missing out thing. Unless you have an idea you want to run a business or you want to get into a trade, you're going to get into the military, or you're going to play a professional sport at a young age, which some kids get the opportunity to do. Majority of people don't know what they want to do. So college has always been an option, even though it has not been the best option, because at the end of it, you end up with a ton amount of debt, barely having any way to pay it off. And you really don't have much to show for it but a plaque on the wall, or for me, a diploma sitting in a bin somewhere that I don't really fucking care about. The reason I say it is a scam, besides that, is college, like high school, doesn't really prepare you for the real world. It prepares you to get in a particular field within the real world, but college really doesn't go over taxes. It doesn't go over how to beat inflation, doesn't go over stocks, doesn't go over how to take care of health insurance, how to take care of life insurance, how to maneuver through life with tragedies and all the different type of life experience things that people say you never really prepare for because they don't teach it, right? The amount of debt that you get in it is astronomical for a lot of degrees that are useless. Sorry, art, psych, not psych to a certain degree because you're dealing with people's mental health. But for me, psych wasn't the route I should have picked because of a multitude of things, and I'll kind of touch that in a second. But there's a lot of different degrees that should just be not your major, but should be a minor. You should have multiple minors, I think, that shouldn't cost as much as they do even when you have a major. The accumulation of debt that you acquire after getting the degree, if it's not in a high earning field, it just doesn't make sense because you end up in jobs that aren't in your field, or your field is useless to society. Gender studies or art for that matter. A lot of creative creative majors that in that particular 4 years sounds phenomenal. You'll have teachers there, but the teachers are teaching. That's what they get paid off of. They don't get paid off that field. They get paid off teaching that field. There's a difference. The problem is, I don't know how you get a lot of people to change their mindset on college. without it being like a slow, methodical, step-by-step process over the course of 30 to 40 to 50 years to kind of disappear and take a step back from college and go do something different. Technology has been phenomenal for a lot of us over the course of the past 25 years. It has exponentially gone over the past 15, and we see an explosion of people making videos like this and telling the younger generation not to get into it and find your niche somewhere else. But what I do find is interesting that is outside of college is trade. And trade, I learned from somebody, and then I've kind of put it into my own words. Trades will never go away as long as humans are alive. College can go away because majority of the stuff that people do or go to college for has no use for the general population. It is entertainment, or it can be something that is a small niche, yes. But a lot of these degrees that people get, 2-3 degrees, you can learn on YouTube. You can learn on TikTok, or you can Google it, right? You can Bing it, Yahoo. You can learn from other people. And trades are something that will always be useful because there's always going to be plumbing. There's always going to be electricians. There's always going to be construction. There's always going to be CDL drivers, right? Until we get to AI dominated fields, humans are always going to have those useful trades that benefit all of us. So to any of the young men watching this, or young women that get a chance to watch this, go into trades. Don't go into college. Fuck college. Yes, this is coming from a dude who went to college. I don't know if y'all can see it. I would say that trades are the best option for most people because you can get the most bang for your buck, have less debt, more profit. It's going to be a lot more work, right? You're going to be more hands-on, more blue collar, but that doesn't matter. Being a blue collar versus white collar, yeah, white collars may be seen as higher up and pretty, but the blue collar men make the money. But even though I'm saying this and people still won't heed it for another 20 years, a lot of the blue collar dudes are like, I don't really care. Don't tell people about what we do because they're making the bank. They're always going to be relied upon. I work in white collar. I work in an office. Yes, I don't mind getting my hands dirty. It doesn't bother me. But I would say, you know, with finances being an issue, inflation always going up, I say trades are the best. I would say if you can find it on YouTube, you know, Twitch, Google, TikTok, whatever it is, be of use to people. Don't be useless. But what I would say, and I've said to my family members and some friends younger, I would say going into a trade, look for that, getting that skill, because even if you were to get fired from a trade, you still have the knowledge of how to do the trade. So you always can get another job. What I do right now is specific to the company I work with. The knowledge I've obtained can't go to somebody else because we deal with specific companies and clients. So it's not like it can just translate. Everything I do is just translatable. Now on an Excel spreadsheet and Microsoft Teams and chats and doing that type of stuff, yes. But the specifics of it, no. So I think having a trade is more accessible, and you have a broader reach to different companies, and you can be like a Swiss Army knife and be more useful to a lot of people. The last thing I'll say, besides, you know, just obviously the obvious of college being a scam, is the debt doesn't end, because what they don't teach the people in college and younger people in college, especially the ones that get these goofy degrees, is you not only have to pay rent / mortgage, car note, car insurance, phone bill, health insurance, any type of insurance, food, wife, husband, gifts, kids gifts, family members gifts, stuff for yourself. Then you gotta pay the average. What's the average debt for, I think, college? Probably around like 60 or 70 to maybe 80,000, something like that. I'm not too sure. I'd have to look it up. Y'all can let me know in the comments below. But you have to pay for that plus interest. It's the same thing with paying on a new phone or paying on a car. You're paying for the car, but you're paying an interest on top of it. If you look at your statements, you'll see an interest has been added. So it's the same concept with college. I haven't paid anything for college back yet because I'm in college and I can defer it till later. And even though I'm deferring it later, the goal is to get a high paying job in order to really start to tackle and get it done, get it out the way. But yeah, that's all I would say is to. I said this. This is what I'll say. I'm sorry. This is what I forgot to tell y'all. I said to one of my younger brothers. I said it to both of them. I said, if you're gonna go to college to get a high paying job. Don't do it for the things you love to do. Fuck what you love to do. People will tell you that you go do it. Fuck all that. Go for the money. So then you can have a high paying job to do what you want to do later in life. The goal is not to always not do whatever you love, but it's to make sure you have a high paying job that's in like STEM. And that's all I'm talking about is STEM. And if you want to be a lawyer, but I would say STEM's easier because always you're more essential than like a lawyer, because if you have what we have with C19, I don't know how YouTube works with that stuff, but with C19, that lawyers didn't really have a job. Everything got postponed. So everything got postponed, the essential workers are still bringing in the bread. So go for a high-paying job in STEM, in one of those fields that are essential. Work your ass off. And if, let's say, you love art, or let's say you love to be in some form of music, do that on the side. Do that on your off time. Make that your side hustle, so you still do what you love, but you're going to the high-paying job, even if you don't like it. Fuck that you don't like it. Just pay all your debts off. That's the goal. To pay the debts off. That's your number one goal, and then be financially free. But it's getting harder to do that. But anyway, ATM fam, I love y'all. For the younger people that get to see this at the end, go for the high-paying job. Then focus on things you love, especially if what you love doesn't make you enough money to be comfortable, as they say, which I don't even know what the fuck comfortable is anymore. Yeah. I may touch on this because there's other things I probably forgot to mention here, but I love y'all. ATM fam, I'm signing out. Peace.